Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin, and Thor: The Dark World is starring Chris Hemsworth. And welcome back to our Marvel series. If you guys haven't already been checking out our Marvel series, I'll put a link down to below so you guys can go check it out. We have a whole bunch of movies on there in the playlist already. We're into halfway of Phase 2. We're about to get to Phase 3 after Ant-Man. The next one is Captain America: Winter Soldier. And after that will be Avengers Age of Ultron, and then Ant-Man. I'm having fun with the series. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Let's get right into the review. I'm gonna be honest here. I remember this movie being a lot worse when I first saw it, but rewatching it now, I could have a little bit more enjoyment than the first time I watched it. And the thing is because Chris Hemsworth plays the role pretty well in this movie. I mean, he is kind of funny throughout this whole entire movie. I mean, he has a little puns and jokes and like one-liners there, then and there. The romance between him and Natalie Portman is a little bit better than the first film. Still don't buy it, but a little bit better than the first film. So if you guys don't really know, this movie takes place right after the Avengers. Loki has been taken to Asgard, and which Loki is just the best thing about these Thor movies. Even in Thor Ragnarok, he's still the best thing in that movie. And so, I mean, I love Tom Hiddleston. That's right. That's how you say his name, right? I mean, like, I freaking love this guy. He plays this role so well that I can't imagine anyone else playing Loki. And that comes with the other characters like Iron Man and all that. I mean, there's a little wee way that you can see with like different characters playing them, but not a whole lot. Loki, on the other hand, is that you definitely can't tell if someone else is going to play this role. I mean, you just can't see anyone else playing these roles. And he's easily the best part about this film because he has a little fun. Because Loki, at least Tom Hiddleston, he's having fun with this character. He's not the one that's playing all serious. And that's another thing I like about this movie. It's still a serious movie, but it has a little bit of enjoyment. It's like, yeah, we have a reason that, like the actor said, oh, now we have a reason being here to be happy and all. And so, I mean, like it's still a bad movie. The Dark Elves suck. They're so stupid. They have no plot reasoning, and somehow this liquid thing turns into the freaking reality stone. What? I'm trying to put like a love triangle in this movie. It was kind of weird because it didn't really go anywhere. Scythe, that is played by Jimmy Anderson. When Natalie Portman first comes to Asgard, and when the Dark Elves start trying to attack the place to get Jane Foster. Hey, I haven't heard the character's name. What's the odds of that? So she walks past Natalie Portman's character, and she takes a look. Is like, oh, fuck, no. She gives her like a little glare, and it's like a little piss off glare. It's like, what? This is what we're protecting? I mean, and then she goes off and protects her anyway. But it's like, and they even have the three. I was about to say something else. The love triangle was basically in the first movie, but it wasn't really there. This one was kind of obvious. It's like, really, why? I'm asking the same question: is why? Scythe as a character, we don't really know anything about her, but she's still a better character than Natalie Portman's character. Yeah, we know a little stuff about her, but it's like, really, that's easy stuff. That's just easy dialogue. Just get out of here. It doesn't really add up because Scythe is this beautiful warrior. To be honest, when I first saw this movie, I might have had a crush on this actress, but on the bright side is that this character has a little bit more like motive to it. She's a warrior. She fought beside Thor. Obviously, these two would make sense to go together. I mean, I guess like as a king perspective, but you can they could have that chemistry. It could have worked, and so I would have liked it better if they, forgot about the Natalie Portman, which they did. But now she's gonna return in Love and Thunder. I don't care about her. You didn't really try that much to get me interested in her. You literally dropped her in the third movie. It's like, well, Natalie Portman doesn't want to come back. I wonder why. So, I mean, I think it would have worked better if they tried a little bit more on Sif and Thor's character. Because at the beginning of this movie, you could see their chemistry. You could literally see, like, oh, these two would be great together. These two would have nothing in their way if they were together. And so, I mean, Thor doesn't seem attracted to her for some reason. But this movie, it's basically like the first one. At least the first act of the movie, just stretched out longer, because Thor has to go rogue again to go fight the Dark Elves like he did with the Ice Giants in the first movie. And so that's just like the first act, but drawn out, and just boring, not a whole lot of action, more of sitting behind rocks. Loki has some great moments in this movie. I mean, this character has been beaten. This character has been beaten so many times, and he just can't get a break. I mean, this dude is just thrown in prison after the attack on New York, which makes sense. And as he loses, and as he's like gets in this argument with his with his mom, that he says that he's not his mom, but it's a mother figure, and so the last thing that he said to his mother, or his mother figure, whatever you want to put it, is that you're not my mother. And like, no one actually cared about me. Oh, I don't think he said that, but that was somewhere in there, and basically said that. And like, that's the last time he saw her, and so he got information back to where she's dead, and he's like, oh shit, I said some shit, didn't I? And that's the last shit that I'm gonna say to her. Wow. And he kind of blames himself a little bit for her death, because so some dude comes and walks up to him in front of the glass mirror where he was imprisoned. This is during the outbreak for the outbreak of the Dark Elves on Asgard, and so he just lets Loki rot in his prison. So he walks away. Loki says, "Take the stairs on your left," and those stairs are predictably. Well, English is hard, but so those stairs are supposed to take him to Natalie Portman's character upstairs in the room, and that's where we saw the Thing, and that's the Thing that killed his mother. So he kind of feels a little bit bad, but he doesn't really know that Thing killed her, but he knew where those stairs were leading to, but he didn't think that his mom or mother figure would be up there. So he kind of blames himself. The special effects are good in this movie. I mean, there's one scene where Loki and Thor were faked out, faked off cutting his hand off. That's just Kevin Feige doing his Star Wars sequel can't cut off the theme. But so Loki, they faked out that. I mean, that special effect was pretty cool. The big ship was pretty cool. Wasn't really a threat or anything. It doesn't do anything besides crash into fucking land. But yeah, not a lot into this movie. It's still pretty boring. There's some enjoyment there and then, but that's mostly when Loki is around. When Loki isn't around, I'm like, oh, is it over? And Thor has his moments. He's cool. I like Chris Hemsworth. He wasn't my favorite Marvel character at this time, but when Thor Ragnarok came around, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm gonna give Thor: The Dark World a D+. I mean, it's pretty par to my rating, and the worst to best rating that I did 2 years ago now. So yeah, I mean, it's okay film. It's really okay. It's definitely better than The Incredible Hulk. In my opinion, I don't like that movie. The special effects in that movie were so bad, and I hate the story. The story is so stupid. But you can go check that out in my Marvel playlist because that's literally like the second movie that I reviewed. But so yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys very much for watching. And like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.